Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Hivemind StarCraft 2 tournament. My name is Evolution Gaming Woodhouse, and I'm bringing you another match from the losers bracket this week. And in this game, we actually are just going to go right into it without any introductions. If you haven't watched any of the other games so far, I would definitely say go do that. But spawning over here on the bottom left side of MLG Shakira's Plateau, we have our purple Zerg player, Bloodcooker. Spawning over here on the bottom right side of MLG Shakira's Plateau, his opponent, spawning as the green Protoss player, we have Airheadlol, whom we will be calling Airhead for the purposes of this cast. Now mind you, in the Hivemind tournament, this is the losers bracket, so the loser of this game will go home empty-handed. The winner survives to fight another day and will go on to play one of the other three winners from the losers bracket games from this week. Definitely make sure you keep up on all of that good news at facebook.com and then search the MSU Hivemind. Both players at this point just doing the fairly standard stuff, continuing to drone and probe up. Macro, macro, macro. Get them roaches, Bloodcooker. You get them roaches. And Airhead, you get them stalkers. You get them. I am not a queen. Probably a good thing. A little bit of chatter from these two players. Boy. Bah. These two players going back and forth. Spawning pool is down now for Bloodcooker. I know it's true. These two players getting the friendly banter going. It's always good to see players doing this. The first gateway for Airhead is out right now. And the hatchery did go down for Bloodcooker, so we are going to see a fairly fast expand. A 15 pool, probably 15 hatch, I think is what that was. I apologize if I am a little late. Hey, dear boy. Probe going out now for the scout. Now, mind you, this is MLG version, so they cannot spawn close by ground, which would be up here. But they did spawn close by air, so you can see they're both on the same side of the map, or they could have spawned cross positions. Those all make for some very, very good matches. Cyber Core going down now for Airhead, and the expansion for Bloodcooker is about halfway down. The pool is out. These Lings going to intercept the probe of Airhead. Oh, is he gonna get it? Is he gonna? Oh, he does when he gets onto the creep. First Zealot out now. Another gateway going down for Airhead. And right away, Cybercore gets started. I like what I see out of this. First geyser goes down for Bloodcooker as well at the 4-minute and 30-second mark. Queen just chilling. And the expansion is now up for Bloodcooker as well. These first three Lings are going to come up here and see what his opponent has. They do see one Zealot. They probably did end up seeing this other Zealot, but not that big of a deal. Yep, he does actually get the scout there of the second Zealot. He does see the Cyber Core researching Warp Gate as well. It's hard actually to see what actually is researching. You can make a lot of assumptions when you poke up, especially this early in the game. You know he's probably not going hallucinate first, because that would be kind of silly. We do see actually a 3-gate robo coming out of Airhead right now. Bloodcooker just continuing to drone up, all that fun good stuff. We do see 2 more Lings on the way in Ling speed. Robobay just now finishing for Airhead. That 3rd gateway still not done. He could, yeah, he needs Chrono Boost. Still a little short on the saturation in his main. Could do Chrono Boosting out that Warp Gate, but continuing just to attack on buildings like a good little Protoss player should. Bloodcooker, on the other hand, continuing to drone up, is actually at probably, yeah, he's at a fairly significant advantage over his opponent right now by 9 workers. It was 10 there for a little bit. You do see the gateways just now done. Warp Gate just about to finish, and the first Immortal coming out now, actually. So we actually might see just a 3-gate Robo Expand come out of Airhead at this point. The Immortal is content to chill up here. These Zealots and whatnot just going to come up here and sit. The 2 Zerglings are out here for spotting for Bloodcooker. That gives him actually complete vision to the center of the map. Spinecrawler does go down as a defensive measure, and Bloodcooker is content to just, like I said, drone up at this point. Doesn't need that much gas, so he's just now taking a second geyser down here at his natural. He does have an evolution chamber going down, though, as well as another hatchery, so he is going to macro hatch it up. It looks like he might be just going for some sort of mass Ling play at this point. We might have to see if he transitioned into say, like Ling Muta, something to that effect. Oh, and these Lings get up, and only to find a Slaughter. Another gateway going down for Airhead. Expanding now, so yeah, just the 3-gate Robo Expand. Nothing crazy. Actually pretty standard coming out of Airhead right now. Protoss players can go either 3-gate Expand or 3-gate Robo into an Expand. It's like I've said in previous casts, though, you look at how many buildings a Protoss player can actually support on one base, and it's not really that many, because Protoss units are very, very gas heavy. So they require the extra income. It does look like that Nexus is about to finish. Wow, 5 more Stalkers coming down right now. Another, oh, the Robo support bay goes down. Okay, so the expansion Nexus is down now. He is on 4 gateways. An Overlord was picked off. Bloodcooker going to go ahead and take this front expansion. Now this is actually a fairly safe move on this map. You do see a lot of players try and go ahead and take this expansion. And it leaves them a little vulnerable because you have to run essentially from natural to natural. Here you're not really covering that much ground, and especially with creep where you get the speed advantage, you're not covering nearly as much distance. As a Protoss player, though, this would be insanely hard to defend because Protoss is kind of immobile, just a little bit. We do see Airhead just continuing to chrono boost out probes on that second Nexus. He could rally that down here so that he was getting double production and then chrono boost off of it. Chrono boosting out his first Colossi now. We do see he's actually doing a fairly good job of macroing, keeping his money low. Oh, we do see a Spire coming out now, though, for Bloodcooker. Now, will this be just strictly for Corruptor production, or will this be some Mutas leading into Corruptors later? We do see also a Hydralisk Den going out. So we do see Lings out here in the middle of the map for scouting, which is actually pretty standard at this point. Bloodcooker doing actually a really good job of continuing to drone through all of this. That is, I am very, very impressed. And I have been throughout this tournament with his style of play. Continuing to correctly spread that creep. Is this the Spinecrawler? Okay. Roachwarren was also thrown down at some point. I apologize for missing that. First few Roaches are spewing forth. First Colossi is done now for Airhead. Airhead right now actually sitting on 82 of 92 supply, throwing down another gateway. So he's actually about maxed out on what he can produce off of 2 bases. It might be worthwhile to attempt to take this 3rd base, but as Zerg players will tell you, and this is coming directly from one, you know, it becomes a matter of not allowing that 3rd base for the Protoss. Like that is the main goal at that point. And as we can see, Bloodcooker is actually gearing up to do exactly that. Supply right now 128 to 92 in the favor of Bloodcooker, with group spines on the way, 3 Roaches and 8 more Hydras, a couple of drones, and that's really about it at this point. He is going to go up here and check for the expand. Going to see there's nothing there, so he does know that his opponent is more than likely going to go for some sort of 2 base all-in play here. Now, whether that be Colossi, what have you, but he is content to just spread the creep there, spread the creep up here, and just chill out here in the middle. You know, with no immediate pressure from Airhead, Bloodcooker really doesn't have to do a whole lot. He can sit back, play very, very defensively, very, very macro heavy, and just let his opponent come to him. If all else fails, let your opponent throw armies against you. If you have the better economy, you'll be able to replan the whole thing faster, and you won't have to worry about it. A little bit of a push here. Poke probably going to come up here and see if his opponent is trying to take that base. Sending some stuff up to see his opponent does have not that much stuff. In comparison, right now the supply actually, whoa, just jumped way up, 178 to 116. Still in the favor of Bloodcooker. A couple of mutas out, or on the way right now. I actually don't know if he has any out. It doesn't look like he does. But we do see Bloodcooker taking full, whoa, we just had a bunch of lings pop open. And the small engagement down here as I was looking away, going to go ahead and just pick across this army. You see the good concave. The concave actually going to Bloodcooker on this one. Oh my god, there's not that many units left. He is going to burrow, let those roaches regen. The hydras do not regen. Not so great force fields by his opponent, but we will let it be. We do see another mass army moving across the map for Bloodcooker. Supply right now 150, 160 to 95. The heavy hitting roaches and hydras are up now. The observer is out here, and Airhead does decide to go ahead and try and pick these off. It's too bad that Bloodcooker does not have the Alpha Roach. His Lings coming in, they are going to do some massive damage. He needed to get the force fields off, but doesn't do it. It looks like these Lings, and the Nidus coming down now for the extra creep side and the reinforcement distance. And the Mutas sweeping in from the backside to take out that Colossus. This is huge. This is going to be a big loss for Airhead. I don't know how he's ever actually going to hold on to this. You know, he's going to try and warp in units. One does get taken down, but the reinforcements of Bloodcooker are up here right away, ready to take everything out as we speak. Oh my god, look at the blood and devastation coming out now. Airhead, LOL, getting completely demolished. Bloodcooker putting on a clinic for Zerg players, showing how this should be done. That Nidus Worm just getting continually filled and unloaded. That is some special tactics if I have ever seen it in my life. Expect a GG at any point now. Units just keep flooding through the front of the base of Airhead. There's not a whole lot he can do at this point. It was a valiant effort, but it is not going to be enough as the Lings and Mutas and Hydras just continue to flood through. Another Warp-In coming in now. And the GG comes out from Airhead LOL as he gets dropped to a 1-0 deficit to Bloodcooker in game number 1. Guys, stay with me. I will be back with game number 2 here shortly.